In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create item lists in QuickBooks, a straightforward process that, when mastered, can significantly enhance your accounting efficiency. We'll walk through each step meticulously to ensure you understand how to add assets effectively. Let's dive right in. First, start by clicking on the Sign In button. It's usually prominently displayed on the upper right corner of the QuickBooks homepage, signaling the entry point to your secured financial world. Once logged in, select the QuickBooks Online option. This is crucial as it ensures you are redirected to the appropriate platform tailored for seamless online accounting. Next, you'll need to type in your credentials, enter your registered email address and password, followed by clicking on the Continue button. This process authenticates your login, granting you access to your financial data. After successfully logging in, choose your QuickBooks Accountant account. This selection is vital because it aligns your account preferences and history with the correct user profile, providing consistency across your bookkeeping tasks. Once you have entered your accountant account, navigate to Advanced Accounting. Clicking this option opens up more intricate financial features, essential for managing comprehensive item lists. Within the Advanced Accounting section, you'll find Fixed Assets. Click on this option to access the list of tangible items you own, such as equipment and machinery, which are critical for accurate accounting records. Once you're in the Fixed Assets section, look towards the top right-hand corner of your screen for Add an Asset. Click on this to begin entering the details of your new item. First, add the asset name, which should be a clear, descriptive title for easy identification. After naming your asset, proceed to enter the purchase price. Be precise here, as this figure will be vital for subsequent financial calculations. Also, don't forget to key in the purchase date. This date marks when the asset was acquired, an important detail for financial tracking and reporting. Next, you'll need to provide the depreciation start date. This is the day from which the asset begins to lose value, a critical factor in calculating its worth over time. Now select the depreciation method. Choose the method that best fits your financial strategy. Each impacts how the asset's value is reduced on your books. Following this, enter the useful life of the asset. This is an estimate of the number of years the asset is expected to remain functional. After defining its useful life, input the salvage value. This figure represents the amount you expect to receive for the asset at the end of its useful life. Now, add the account's details, starting with specifying the asset account, which should align with your chart of accounts for tracking purposes. Proceed to include the accumulated depreciation account. This account keeps tabs on the total depreciation expense taken on the asset since its purchase. Similarly, integrate the depreciation expense account, used for recording periodic depreciation costs. Finally, after filling in all these details diligently, click on Save. This last action locks in all the data you've entered, ensuring your asset is now part of your QuickBooks records, ready for future financial analysis and reporting. By following these steps carefully, you've efficiently added an item to your QuickBooks records. This disciplined approach enhances your accounting accuracy and keeps your financial data organized and up to date.